Hi, my name is Spencer, and today I'll be reacting to the Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 2 teaser trailer. I've really enjoyed Star Trek Strange New Worlds. It's been a while since last season. I mean, that's just the nature of these things. But I've enjoyed the portrayal of the characters so far. Pike and Spock and Number One, Chapel, Dr. Mbenga, etc., etc. Yeah, I mean, I've very much enjoyed this show so far. I mean, there have been a few things that I'm not a huge fan of, like the cringy one-liners that we get from Ortegas on the bridge sometimes. It's a bit much for me. But I can tolerate it for the show. It's pretty good. I like that they've returned to more of an episodic format for this show. I honestly prefer that sort of storytelling. However, this last season of Picard was pretty good, so maybe it's just bad writing that I don't like. Last season we left off with, well, the big cliffhanger was that Number One was arrested and taken off for being an augment. Supposedly, well, I mean, it seems that she's in the trailer for this season, so she's coming back. But how that'll happen, I don't really know. We don't know. Also, last season, another big thing that happened was we lost Hemmer. I really liked that character. I really loved his humor and how that contributed to the show. So it was really sad to see him go, but I don't really know a whole lot to expect from this season. I have seen little bits of this trailer, so I know about the Klingons. Although I'm curious to get a little more context about it because I've only seen like just images, and I could have just pretended like I hadn't and acted surprised for you guys, but I feel like that would be dishonest of me. So I'm trying to be straightforward with you guys and give you an honest reaction rather than like a hammed up like Klingons sort of thing. But I'm curious to see what's going to happen, what sort of hijinks they'll be getting into this season, and yeah, I'm excited. But before I get into this trailer, don't forget to like this video if you like it, and if you have anything to say about this trailer or Strange New Worlds, please put it in the comments. I appreciate the support and the interaction. It's nice. Also, if you're not currently subscribed but you like this kind of content, I'd appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. It really helps me to stay motivated. It helps me to get these videos out quickly. I've been really busy lately with school, but the semester's about to end, so hopefully I'll be able to get or have more time to do this sort of thing. But yeah, I plan on doing more reactions to other Star Trek content as well in the future. So if you're interested, please stick around. If you're not, I understand. It's not for everyone, but yeah, I'm ready to get into this trailer. I have nothing else to say, so I will go ahead and do that.
In the mystery and vastness of space, we've come together. So many crew members from so many planets. Everyone.
Who was that?
Journey.
Ready for some fancy flying, Erica?
Oh, you know I've got this.
I'm thinking it's a sign that the freckles in our eyes are mirror images.
Meet James Kirk.
Nice.
You have an energy.
What?
It's making me sweat.
Does she have a crush on Kirk? That's so funny. I'm so excited. Klingons? Okay.
I used to think of myself as always alone. Not on this ship.
Three great wonders
and great danger.
The next great age of exploration starts with us.
You gonna say your thing? Everyone in the chair has their thing.
I would like the ship to go.
That's hilarious. That's so funny. What?
Never seen a revolving door before.
I'm from space.
What the heck? Okay. Interesting. I think I'm gonna like scrub through and like take a better look at some things. But overall, initial thoughts. It looks like a lot of fun. We did get a little quip from Ortegas, which I can forgive, but it's cringy to me. I can't help it. That's just you guys may disagree. This is fine. I totally understand. But like for me, it's just okay. But I mean, it looks like a lot of fun. I wonder who the older woman is that they showed us a few glimpses of. She could be a replacement for Hemmer. I don't know. It would make sense that they would bring in someone new. It's fun to see the character interactions, like what's happening with Dr. Mbenga and Nurse Chapel. Like, I don't know, like it kind of looks like it could be interpreted as a romantic thing. I don't know if that's what they're going for, but like she looks injured, so it's possible that she's just out of it from an injury and he's just carrying her because she can't walk or carry herself. Excited to get more on with Captain Kirk, or he's not a captain yet, unless he is. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to his stripes or pips, whatever they have in this era of the Star Trek universe. Also, I don't even know how to read the stripes. Maybe you guys could enlighten me because I've never known how to read those. Like I can generally read the pips, but sleeve stripes, I don't know. Looks like some cool space stuff. Okay, let's talk about the Klingons. Looks very smoothed out. I don't know how to feel about it. I love that they're going back to what we know and like of the Klingons, like know and love, with like the classic Klingon look. My thoughts about the smoothness of the ridges, like I mean they're ridges, but they look like I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know. My thought is, you know, like they in canon Star Trek, there's the Klingons were infected and so they were made to look more human, and that's the explanation for why the original series Klingons have smooth foreheads, like completely smooth foreheads, and then Next Generation, well, one of the movies gave them ridges, and then from then on they had ridges. And forgive me for forgetting which movie that is. I have seen all the movies. It's been a while, and yeah, it's been a while. I don't know. The smooth ridges is a different look. I don't know if that's just something new they're going for, or if they're trying to have like an in between with the smooth foreheads and the ridge foreheads, to give sort of a half and half, you know, or if they're because the Discovery Klingons, which this is a spin-off of Discovery, those Klingons had like crazy ridges and crazy heads. They don't look like this. I mean, they're not my favorite. It's not my favorite look for the Klingons, but they made it work and it was okay. I was able to look past it, but I think it left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. What I'm trying to say here is that maybe that this is like an in-between of that as well, because I feel like the Discovery Klingons had a bit of smoothness, like roundness to their ridges. Like it wasn't sharp like the classic Klingons that we know. Yeah, they're kind of smooth, rounded. Different, that's for sure. But I'm curious what this interaction with the Klingons is going to be like. What are they going to... Like, what is Spock doing here? What is going on? I'm excited to see what that's about. Got some cool space-looking stuff again. One thing I really like about this show, with its episodic nature, is that they've also been able to really dive deeper into the characters and give us, like, character-centric episodes. One of my complaints in the last season was that we didn't get one for Ortegas. As much as her quips are not my favorite, it would have been nice to get to know her a little bit better and maybe get some background and let us care about her, you know? Like, more than these little side character clips that we get of her supporting the rest of the cast. But from this screenshot here, it looks like Dr. Mbenga's going through something. Maybe he's still missing his daughter. Maybe something else completely. But I really like that we're able to get some character-centric stories and dive deeper into them. It really helps me as a viewer of the show to better appreciate the characters, to better care about them, to actually care about them. Because, I don't know. That was one of my big complaints about Discovery, is that, like, I didn't really care about the characters that much. Like, things were happening, but, like, I didn't really feel a connection to them, if that makes any sense. And maybe they've done better with season 4 and 5, which I haven't really seen much of. Well, 5 is coming out, but I haven't seen season 4 much of. So maybe it's changed, but for the first few seasons, it just wasn't really invested, which is why that's one of the reasons I stopped watching. But that's definitely one of the praises I have for this show. I like seeing the crew casually together and like hanging out and having those bonding moments between the crew members. That's another thing that Discovery didn't really do very well, that like classic Trek shows have done really well. But I mean, it doesn't help that like television has changed over the many years, but it doesn't have to be so different that, I don't know, that you don't really feel a connection to the crew, you know? And this show is proof of that, I believe. Looks like we've got a moment with Chapel and Spock, which I am here for. I love them, and I super ship it. Even if I know I'm pretty sure it doesn't work out in the end, based on the original series and onward. But still, I ship it so hard. Ooh. This could be like a nightmare dream sequence type of thing, but it looks like La'an's going to be facing the Gorn again. So that should be interesting. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully they don't. My hope is that they don't overuse the Gorn like they have with the Borg or the Mirror Universe. So I hope that they don't make it so that I'm like, oh, not the Gorn again. But we'll see. But that could just be like a nightmare that she's having, PTSD. Spock's, I would like the ship to go. I don't know if that was the exact line, but hilarious. Yeah, that's it. That was so funny. I'm so excited for this kind of humor in this upcoming season. I'm excited to see more Cadet Uhura. I mean, maybe she's not a cadet anymore. I don't think we got any promotions last season, so she's probably still a cadet. I mean, we could see her rise ranks. That'd be cool. And then this last stinger for the teaser, has got me a little confused. I mean, it looks like Earth. It could be Earth, like their present day Earth, not our present day Earth, their present day Earth, future Earth. And maybe that's this is still a thing, like whatever clothing store with revolving doors is still a thing, probably, maybe. I mean, I'm sure they still sell clothes. Maybe not, because isn't money not a thing? It is for the Ferengi and for other people in space, but for the Federation, I'm pretty sure they've phased out the need for money. But I don't know. I wonder what this is about. If they were going back in time, they wouldn't be in their uniforms still. Maybe this is a warp-capable planet like Earth, similar to Earth, so they're not breaking the Prime Directive. I don't know what the explanation could be. Maybe it's like a. I mean, I can't see it being a holodeck type of thing, even though they established in Discovery Season 1 that they had holodecks, but they were used for training, not for like casual pleasure type of things. So I don't see it being that unless they're on a planet that has that sort of technology. If that were the case, I can't see it being that, because why would they have like an Earth shopping mall? I mean, maybe I'm sure other planets have shopping malls too, or whatever. But still. Well, anyways, I think that's really the gist of this teaser trailer. I am very excited to see La'an and Kirk interact. I'm sure that'll be fun to see how that plays out. But I mean, really looking forward to it. Looks like a lot of fun. And it's coming out in June, so less than 2 months. Coming up pretty quick. I'm popping in the midst of editing this video because I totally forgot to mention that we also have the Lower Decks crossover to look forward to this season, which I can't even imagine the circumstances. Like, it could be a holodeck thing, could be a time travel thing. There's lots of possibilities it could be, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, but it's just, what an interesting concept. A Lower Decks and Strange New Worlds crossover event, with one being animated and the other live action, which I know that we're getting both from what some of the actors have said. So, I don't know. That should be a lot of fun. There was also the news about the Section 31 movie starring Michelle Yeoh, which I am very excited for. She was like my favorite part of Discovery. Emperor Georgiou, fantastic character, loved her. Maybe when she left was one of the reasons I stopped liking Discovery so much. But I'm so excited that we're getting her in something else, even if it's just a TV movie type of thing. I don't know. I'm excited about that. I don't really know what that could entail. We might see Ash Tyler return. It's been a minute. I'd be interested to know, I don't know what exactly the premise is for that, besides it being like the Section 31. This is like a secret Starfleet organization that does things that would otherwise be frowned upon in the Federation during desperate times or whatever, during times of war, or I'm not sure what else, but maybe, I don't know. We'll see what that's going to be about. I can't even imagine what it could be, but we'll see. I'm excited for it. You guys will have to let me know what your guys' thoughts are about it, because I don't really have any idea, but I am very excited to get Michelle Yeoh. I'm excited that they're finally following through with this Section 31 idea, even though it's not a show like we were expecting. But yeah, I think those are all my thoughts. Let me know what you guys thought about the trailer for Strange New World Season 2. Let me know what you guys think about the Section 31 movie that's going to be coming out. But I think that's all I have to say. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. I hope you will stick around for when these future Star Trek shows come out, and for when that movie comes out. I plan on reacting to those on the channel, but I don't believe there's any Star Trek content coming out between now and Strange New Worlds. I'm sure there'll probably be another trailer, but whenever the next Star Trek thing comes out, hopefully I will see you guys then.